Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike Naịjirịa ga-akarị ike Biafra. Nna nuro, onye kere ụwa nuro luayo. Nna nuro, Olisa bi n'igwe nụrụ akwa yo. Now the news update.
To render or rendition and Kanu illegally from Kenya. What's your take as regards this move by Mulumbu?
Yes, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people, even some Africans, it came as a shock to them in Aso Rock, having identified a renowned pro-Africanist, PLO Lumumba, identifying with the Biafra struggle. It was a very big blow, on the side of the Nigerian government, and of course, of those who underrated the IPOB leader, and of course, his network around the world, especially in Africa. It was rendition, and we know that it contravened the treaties that governs the Commonwealth. And these are people who know that they have been projecting Africanism. PLO Mumba is a very popular, figure within Africa. He's a well-known face and respected legal luminary. Having gone through that, So, but the surprising thing is that a lot of people wonders how come PLO Mumba has identified and stick his neck for Biafra, and Africa. So it baffles a lot of people. So immediately, the issue of you can watch out some of the things he has said about Biafra in the past. So he so much believed in Biafra, and he has said it very clearly that he is going to work for Africa recognition of Biafra as a sovereign nation. Apart from the victory he secured in Kenyan court. Where we have the presiding judge S. in winter, so a debt, a very big blow for Nigeria, and it's a victory. What we are seeing now is another phase where PLO Lumumba is going to take up. He has sharpened his sword already. I can tell you that this is a report live from Nairobi. If people will understand that it is no longer funny. The IPOB leaders, IPOB members all over the world are not finding it very funny anymore. They have taken the mantle of spreading Biafra all over the world, and nothing can stop them. Yes, the Igbo man has risen, the Biafrans has risen, the son of the rising sun have risen. Those who turn scrap to machines have risen, and I can tell you very clearly at this point in time now that Malami, Buhari, Femi Adesina, those who factored the illegality, the criminality, then looking at Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president of Kenya, where he has directly have been seeking how to speak to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ask for forgiveness, and save him from ICC directly, But Buhari, from what we are gathering, I think he's running from post to post now, seeking refuge. Everybody. Yes, I can tell you, for the fear of the recent development, he has been alerted to, of a possible alleged invitation by ICC for having. They are not even arresting Buhari for. They are trying to let you know that he contravened a treaty that governs the Commonwealth nations. And their criminality had took place with conspiracy. So it's already a criminal offense, and ICC is not joking with that kind of matter currently now, and can see PLO Lumumba have made it very clearly that they need to be brought to answer at the International Criminal Court. They must appear there, and we are also hearing that it's going to affect Tinubu's second term ambition. Currently now, from what we are getting, reports, the African leaders, the world leaders, and some powerful civil society agencies and groups and organizations, you know, who are in partnership, and lobby firm who are in partnership with Biafra has been getting the attention and interesting side that it might likely, you know, pull Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the gutters at the end of the day.
But from what we can see now, do you think that Buhari will be regretting his action because now the whole world is already on notice as regards his illegal rendition for that what happened to Nnamdi Kanu? They said this is illegal. Do you think that Buhari will be, just like you said, do you think he will be regretting, or do you think that we would have alluded to this mistake, that he made a mistake, you know, kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya?
It was a direct Arab attack right from the days of Barack Obama, you know, because they partner with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Femi Adesina, Arebe Shola, them, all the pro-Islamic extremist politicians in Nigeria. You know, they see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, agenda messages as a threat, and the gang up was very clear. There's no two ways about it. It was a gang up to see how they can, you know, take him out and finally shut him down, having established authority and presence globally as a man who is championing, you know, the first Jewish black nation in Africa. So to them, they see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a threat. They see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, Romeo must die. That's just it. You know, it must die. There's no two ways about it. That's the only thing. You know, you can't keep on disturbing an already straightened, iron, tailored agenda of the Fulanization, Islamization in Nigeria. That was the picture, and you can see the whole thing coming out very clearly. You know, to a lot of people are surprised, you know, to that extent. So the fear is there that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has conquered the Fulani agenda, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has conquered the Islamization agenda, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has dismantled, you know, the structure of lopsidedness in Nigeria. And what we are seeing now is a direct push for the recognition of Biafra as a sovereign nation. In as much as Bola Ahmed Tinubu can go to St. Lucia, a country with 1,900 and something people, you are talking about Biafra that have over 85 million people in population. That is a quality. That is a renowned a nation that can, you know, that have proven themselves. Even without government presence, the Biafra has survived all over the world, here in Nigeria and beyond. So they illuminate everywhere they eat. They illuminate everywhere they go. So Buhari might be surprised that he actually missed the target, and that's the beginning of the fall of Fulani agenda in Africa and, of course, in Nigeria.
I'm going to repeat it again. That amount of incentive, it is too small. And I say, thank God that they have such good Attorney General of Federation in Kenya that has actually awarded this incentive to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Finally, Kenya court finally declared that the Kenya government must pay Nnamdi Kanu 120 million naira, you know, for the way it was adopted, kidnapped, and rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. They said it's against the constitution of the international law, and at the same time the law of even the Kenyan government, that the Nnamdi Kanu must be paid the sum of 120 million. What does this bode for Nigeria and Nnamdi Kanu?
They will have made the money, the incentive, financial incentive, $120 million. If you ask me, I will tell you that 120 million naira is just a chicken change. It doesn't equate the kind of suffering and deprivation, you know, humiliation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went through. That is because the gentleman is an Igbo man. That's why they reduce the value, the payment, the financial incentive that low. The incentive is too low in regard of the kind of dehumanization, demoralization, you know, deprivation and the persecution the Igbo man went through. Igbo na ekwenu, okwa Igbophobia. You've seen it again. I predicted it earlier that Kenya must pay. I said that Kenya must pay with their sweat and blood. And Kenya, as a country, is paying right now.
My people, on don't hear them now. What do you make of it? Drop your comments. But remember, it's Biafra or nothing. Bye for now.